I'm also filming this for the highlights. So if you want to check out the highlights of each podcast, you can go on my YouTube channel and check those out. The link will be nowhere because I can't put links in this, but you can figure it out. It's stupid computer.
Everything has some shortcut.
Oh well, it's gonna have to stay there. That reminds me of that video of the drunk guy, but it also reminds me of when you flipped your car. You want to talk about that, or no? When you spun your car.
If I flipped my car, I'd cry.
Okay, hang on.
Wait a minute.
So we were driving home from Walmart.
I'm not a bad driver, guys. I have a clean record.
No, he's a great driver. Like, you've done a couple like stupid things, but like I've never felt like I was in danger in your car.
When I do something stupid, it's because I decide to do it. But
this is a disclaimer for the story you're about to hear because he's trying to.
I just want y'all to know you can ride with me because my parents are really strict about me doing something dumb, and everything slightly dumb and very dumb that I did, I told my parents right there. I apologized, and I never did it again.
Okay,
I've been just little things.
We were driving home from Walmart, and this was this senior year? This was right after graduation.
Right after graduation. Over the summer.
I worked at Taco Bell. And I stayed at his house the night before, and I had to work. So he was taking me back to his house so I could pack my stuff up. And
no, we bought longboards.
Yeah.
We were going
my house back to your house
to pack your stuff up, and then we were gonna go hit the skate park.
So, we're driving, and he says, "Hey, we're gonna take a shortcut to my house." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So we turn on this other road, and we're driving for a little bit. He goes, like, he turned. No, because you turned onto that one road going out of town, and then you turned onto the dirt road.
Yeah, that road. So, that road wasn't technically the shortcut. The dirt road was the shortcut.
Well, I mean, but you said it before we turned on that road. So
yes.
Yes. We turn onto this dirt road, and I hear Trevor, we get down the road a little bit, and I hear Trevor say, "Hey, want to see something cool?" And he freaking rips the wheel to one side, and I'm assuming he was trying to drift. That's what you were trying to do, right?
It was intended to be a small drift.
It was,
yes.
Yeah, he was intending to do a small drift, but I think he forgot that his car is front-wheel drive.
Now wait, pause there, because yes, every time this has happened, I was in my dad's truck, which is rear-wheel drive. So just take that into consideration now, knowing that I was in my car, and yes, I was not thinking about that. That wasn't what was on my mind. Looking badass is what was on my mind.
So, this is the closest to a car accident that I've been in, and well, no, not for you, because when you were a kid, but so
no pun intended.
He rips the wheel to one side, and we didn't drift or anything. We just turned to one side really quick.
We went. I remember because I was holding that steering wheel like it was life or death. I just remember I turned and I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, we went to one side, and then I turned back, went to the other, and I was like, oh crap.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
And then I remember the second time we're coming around, it was just
when you ripped the wheel to one side the first time you ripped it, we just turned really fast. Like, we didn't drift or anything. We just got to the other side of the road really fast. So then he rips the wheel back over to correct. And I think you overcorrected.
The problem was I didn't let go of the gas. If I just let go of the gas, we would have just rolled
he had his
off.
Foot down on the pedal, and he ripped it to the other side, and he kept overcorrecting. So I look over to the driver's side, and he's sitting there doing this number while the car's doing this down the road. And eventually he overcorrected so much that we spun completely in the road while going, and then landed like in a ditch. And you say you don't remember this, but I remember it because I was on the passenger side and I was like on the receiving end of the ditch.
No, I was on the receiving end. I went in the ditch.
No, I was remember in the ditch. Drivers. You were facing like because we were on the right side of the road.
We were on the right side going down the road, and we spun around like this. So then the driver's side was in the ditch.
We did a full 360.
No, we didn't do a full 360. We were facing.
Oh,
we
no,
were
no, no.
facing Route
Yeah,
3.
that's right. Because I remember
I
looking
couldn't
up.
open my door, and
Yeah.
I had to crawl out your
Well,
door. So I was the one on the receiving end.
You say you don't remember this, but I specifically remember the car going up on its side.
Oh, I feel like it might have lifted up. It's just on my end I couldn't tell because I was down.
Yeah.
You were on the
I remember
side that
now
lifted
because
up,
I
so
remember
you can
seeing
feel
the sky.
Yeah.
But no, that's
I
what I'm
remember
saying
seeing
because
heaven.
it was like slow motion. And when we hit ditch,
it was.
when we hit that ditch, I swear the car went up on its side because I was looking out the window and saw the sky and then went back down. But your car's a freaking tank, so there's no way it would have flipped. But
it was a tank. It hit that ditch so hard and it didn't even scratch
we
it.
smacked right into the ditch, and his car was fine. The only thing that was wrong with it was the wheel came off the
tire.
The tire came off the wheel.
The tire came off, and yeah, I just.
So
funny story about that.
He calls his dad, and there's like it was a dirt road in the middle of the summer, so there's like dust all in the car. We're both coughing like we're gonna die, like we've got SARS or something. and he pulls his phone out, and he keeps asking if I'm okay. And I was fine, but he pulls his phone out and he calls his dad, and his dad answers, and as soon as his dad answers, all he goes is, "Dad, I'm dumb, I'm an idiot." I hear his dad on the phone go, "What did you do, Trevor?" So he told his dad everything, and his dad was his dad was fine. He just called Trevor an idiot, and we were trying to figure out what to do. We waited there for like a half an hour, and then some hillbillies pulling a lawnmower pulled down the road. And we flagged them down, and they tied the car to the trailer by your wheel well, or by your axle.
Yeah.
And pulled us out of the ditch.
Yep.
That
was a
and
mistake.
your tire came off that wheel. And fast forward to 6 months ago, Trevor's axle almost like fell out of his car because of it.
Yeah. That should have hurt my car a long time ago. On rainy days, I would drive, and it just felt like I was slipping across the road, but it was just my rear end sliding back and forth, and I never knew. And I don't know if I told you this, but when we went to... Yeah, we skipped a lot of stuff about that story, but anyway.
Wait, what did we skip?
I just remember I had to call Bailey to come get us so that I could go to my house to get an air tank because my spare tire was flat.
I completely forgot about that. And then Jacob and his freaking weird friend came,
and they were trying to say like, "Oh, you'll make it fine." It was like rubbing the ground. When I went home and got the tank, like filled up the tank and brought it back and put air into that spare tire, the bottom of my car was still rubbing against the road on every bump we hit. So, no, it would have been terrible. So, yeah, but anyway, fast forwarding to now, when Todd and I, which I don't think I ever told Todd this afterwards, but we were coming home. Now, I didn't know about that mess up with my car at the time, but we were coming back from BJ's in Polaris one time. You weren't there, which sucks, but anyway.
I remember that though. What was I doing that day?
I think you were just busy or something, maybe working.
I might have been hanging out with Emma.
That might have been. Hey, that always happens. But we were coming back, and Clint, being the speed demon that he is, I look out my window and I see Tyler just doing 3, 2, 1. So I said, "Todd, hold on." I said, "Wait, no, you don't have to hold on." And I like hit the gas because my car is like super slow, you know. Clint takes off. Well, I end up getting up to like 80 or 85 miles per hour, and I let go and I start slowing down, and the car just slowly goes. It's doing a little jiggy back and forth, and I was like,
a little jiggy.
Yeah, but I was like, why is it like doing a boogie? You know, like just back and forth, doing a little boogie, and it freaked me out. So I slowed down back to 70, and it stopped, and I was like, well, that's weird. So I went back up to 75 and it started doing it again. So I slowed back down to 70 and it stopped, and I was like, okay, I guess I just got to ride 70, and Clint's just gone. Clint didn't even like stop or anything. And that was terrifying because that could have been much worse than just a little wobble back and forth. But no, I actually have a video of my dad driving it in front of me when we were taking it to the shop, and my car's driving, and all of a sudden he turned, and when the car straightened out, all of a sudden the rear end just went, and it just rode like this down the road. And I was like, I was driving like that for how long?
If you're just listening to this and not watching I don't even know if this will make a highlight, but if you're just listening to this, his car basically looked like it was driving in a diagonal line,
like it was drifting
down the
but
road.
not drifting. It was very slight, but it was still noticeable.